you for making Good Day a part of this Tuesday morning.
Well, if you need some ideas for a spectacular and memorable Easter basket, we can help, or rather even more. And Victoria Albright from Northwest Ohio Moms can help us out this morning. We're going to do an Easter craft too. Yes. So we want to keep the kids busy. They're going to have some time off of school. You might be even on spring break. I know some districts are off this week as well. So we want to have some fun activities for them to do, but also get our Easter baskets together too.
Yes, and all of this looks like so much fun. How do we do all of this? You know, I didn't do, of course, any of this. The bunny does all the magic, but I feel like even the crafts, I can make these. When do I need to do it?
Yeah, so we're gonna get, what kind of supplies are we talking about here for our craft?
Okay. Super easy. All you need is construction paper and maybe some markers and scissors, and that's it.
And that's it, okay. Yeah. And then you're going to tackle the basket for us. You guys want to get started on that? Yes. This is a beautiful basket. Even come on over. You have 5 kids.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So this is not your first time constructing one of these.
Not in the slightest.
And I feel like the starting point though when making a basket is, you know, the grass. You got to plump it up, but it's like glitter. It's not everybody's favorite thing.
It lands everywhere.
No.
It goes and goes.
Yeah, it's glitter, or we compare it to hay as well. Hay and straw, they never leave.
So what do you have?
So I started doing this a few years ago. I prefer to use alternative things for the basket. So we occasionally will use these play silks.
Oh, pretty.
And what's really fun is these are totally reusable, and your kids can use them to make kites and dress up and things like that.
I was going to say, I could definitely use one of these as a bonnet.
Yes, yes. So there's tons of extra uses for the play silk. And then we do a lot of needle felting.
Yes.
At our house.
Our knit-along fans love this.
So we homeschool, and I just started teaching her how to do this, my 9-year-old. And so this was just a pack, and we have a few of them. So because I have a few Easter baskets to do.
You know.
But we use these, and we'll just
kind of puff them up
and put them in here. And
I love that, and that's reusable too, because you'll use them as a craft later on. She's so smart. You all know what you're doing. You have all these children. You know what you're doing.
So this one's already made, but maybe structurally, what are some of the things we should be putting in Easter baskets, and how should we then place them so they actually look very nice?
So depending on how big you like to do Easter, some years we've done these baskets, Walmart, dollar store, they're pretty easy. I like to get my kids outside as much as possible. So a lot of our Easter baskets are outside themed. So we will throw in some sidewalk chalk.
We will lanterns. A bug catcher. Some
sidewalk chalk, sand toys.
Very cute.
And even some of the stuff, you know, in this basket.
Also swimsuits. We love to do swimsuits. We like to put a new swimsuit.
You all are so smart.
In these, and the rash guards.
Wow.
We don't do a ton of candy at our house.
I was just going to point that out, because I do see, you know, a little bit of sweets, but I also love that there are some great alternatives, and these are things that the kids are going to use for a long time.
Yes.
Love it.
And it'll get them outside. It keeps them busy. They get their vitamin D.
Yes.
And
everybody's happy. Mom's happy too, right?
Yes. And you also brought in some sensory items. So if your child, you know, needs that, there's a lot of local places that have it, because you said these products are local.
Yes, some of these are actually local. So the marble finger maze and the sensory packs here are from Scentsy Pal in Defiance. So we have those, and a fellow homeschool mom does those. We have these, because I have a almost 1-year-old. So these
little cars.
Some cars. This fun little maze are all from RMS Toys up in Michigan. As is this sand trace. So for sensory.
Love it. So you all can work on putting that together a little bit, because Victoria and I are going to work on our craft. We might have Easter breakfast, we might have Easter brunch, and we can make little name cards for our tables, right? These look super simple. You said construction paper. How do you have like a template that you work with? to start, or not really?
So not really, just your hand.
Just
your
your hand.
hand is it. Okay, so yep, so we're gonna trace your hand. You go for it. And this is really good for school-age kids, even preschoolers. Like my 7-year-old helped my 5-year-old do this.
Oh, fun.
So it can be very independent.
Okay. Okay, so we got a
right.
hand here.
Got your hand.
Cut these out with the little kid scissors.
Sure, that's what I've got for you.
I love your little caddy here that has all of your stuff in there that you need.
Yes.
All at one place.
Very handy just to put on the kitchen table.
And then I see it looks like you've got some googly eyes on a couple of them.
Yeah.
You've show off some of the ones that you have made up there.
I love just to let kids do their own thing. I love showing them an example, but just letting them be creative. This is the one that my daughter made, so she did her name in a little pattern, but yeah, you can put googly eyes on it. You could even get like the little fuzzy pom-poms if you wanted to put for their nose.
Great ideas.
So yeah, super simple. I like simple, and I like not too messy.
Not too messy, and this doesn't seem very messy at all. Okay, so then you kind of got rid of these guys kind of,
so
or
you
what?
cut off the middle finger.
cut off the middle finger. Tall guy.
Yep, the tall finger.
Tall man, okay.
And then the pinky and the thumb fold down.
Like that.
Yes, ma'am. And then you can use
And there's the little ears.
markers and just do your own thing.
All right, I love this. I am not very crafty. How are you guys doing over there?
We're doing really good because we have some piggy paint for your nails. Also,
My daughter would love that.
organic tattoos. You know, the temporary tattoos? I think they're a lot of fun. We have those that we put in here. Play-Doh is super popular, and I buried this one, but it's cool because you can use your Play-Doh and kind of mold it as you go in there. So yeah, there's stampers. So there's a lot of small stuff in here. I kind of put my big stuff on the side in hopes that, you know, it looks nice. So I think I'm doing good, and I love those bows.
So these are local mama made as well.
Oh.
Yes, so these are the Willow Boutique, and
then we can, you know, put them with our Easter omelets.
That looks great. This time my bunny turned out.
It looks good, Amanda.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming here today and showing us what we can do here for Easter. It's just coming up in a few days. So
I know.
Yes. Now's the time. Get out. Get it done, right? Great ideas. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you,
really
guys.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have a very happy Easter.
You as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.